Ottumwa High softball getting ready for Game 2 here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Good evening once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Des Moines East. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Ottumwa needs a win here in Game 2 to get back into first place in the Metro. They fell to East 8-1 in the opener. Bulldogs now a game behind the Scarlets. Ottumwa 8-3 in conference. Des Moines East is 9-2. The Bulldogs will need a good start out of their number 2 pitcher, Chloe Bradley, here in the nightcap. Chloe making her 11th start. She is 3-6 with a 5.18 ERA. 47 and a third innings pitched. 64 hits allowed, 48 runs, 35 of them earned, 16 walks, 10 strikeouts, and opponents have hit 279 against her. The Scarlets will counter with their number 2 pitcher, who's had a very good year to this point. In fact, has outpitched the number 1, for being honest, in terms of the stats. Jada Hernandez Howard. Lineup card simply had Jada Howard, so we'll probably mostly call her Howard. Junior is making her 14th start. She's 11-2 with a 2.76 ERA, 73 and 2/3 innings pitched, 83 hits allowed, 38 runs, 29 of them earned, 17 walks, 31 strikeouts, and opponents hitting 272 against her. So she's been hit harder than Nevaeh Moon has, but she's been a lot more successful in the win column. Now, some of that may be opponents. Often a number 2 starter, especially when your team is better than the other team, your number 2 starter is significantly better than the other team's number 2, and that could contribute a little bit to the gaudy record. But regardless, she's pitched pretty well, and Ottumwa's going to have to hit better than they did in Game 1 when they only had 3 hits in the 8-1 loss to the Scarlets. Head coaches meeting with the umpires again at home plate, so let's take a 1-minute timeout, come back and get you the starting lineups and the first pitch of Game 2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Ottumwa High softball on the radio on KBIZ, on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. Game 2 starting lineups, Bulldogs at Des Moines East. Ottumwa will have Zoe Jones leading off and playing center field. Ella Aller, the second baseman, bats second. Jordan Paul's the catcher, hitting third, and Amber Schatz, the designated player, bats cleanup. Josie Lemons at third base, batting fifth. Sam Weeks at first base, hitting sixth. Chloe Bradley, the pitcher, will bat seventh. Maddie Hauk in right field hits eighth. The number 9 hitter is the shortstop, Jocelyn Ware, and the flex player is the left fielder, Ann Guest. For Des Moines East, leading off and playing shortstop, Alicia Claude. Batting second, the center fielder, Kiana Jabu. Mo Purdy, the designated player, bats third, and Cora Knoop, the catcher, will hit cleanup. Batting fifth, the left fielder, Caitlin Holmes McFadden. Maddie Inman, the third baseman, bats sixth. Maya Howard at second base, hitting seventh. Jordy Slagle, the first baseman, bats eighth. And batting ninth, the right fielder, Alexis Brown, with the pitcher, Jada Howard, in the flex position. Ottumwa dropped Game 1 8-1. Bulldogs need to win Game 2 to get back into a first-place tie with these Scarlets. And Zoe Jones will lead it off, followed by Ella Aller and Jordan Paul. Zoe was 0 for 3 in Game 1, a couple fly balls to right, and a ground ball back to the circle. Wind is still blowing pretty briskly out of the northwest, in from left field as we sit here on Gustavusson Field at Des Moines East. First full day of summer, unseasonably cool, however, as Zoe stands in against Howard. The first pitch of game 2, bunted first base side, good bunt, fielded and thrown to first, and not in time. Zoe Jones with a bunt single to lead it off. The first baseman, Slagle, tried to come in and make the play, throwing to the second baseman, Maya Howard, but the throw not in time and it got away. So a leadoff hit to start the ball game. First pitch came in at 7:05. 71 degrees under sunny skies as Ella Aller stands in. Ella 1 for 3 with a single and scored the only Bulldog run in game 1. First pitch from Jada Howard is swung on in a liner, caught by the second baseman Maya Howard, who chases Jones back to the bag. Zoe dives in safely. Ella lines out 1 on 1 out for Jordan Pauls. Jordan 0 for 1 in game 1 before being replaced defensively in right field. Catching here in game 2. First pitch in the dirt, runner goes, and there will not be a throw as Zoe Jones steals second base. So she's in scoring position with 1 away. By the way, still windy, a northwest wind 15 miles an hour and gusting higher than that. Now the 1-0. Ground ball, right side foul down the line, just foul, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. For Zoe Jones, that was her 6th steal of the year. She has yet to be caught stealing. Now the 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1. Jordan Paul stands in against the tall, slender right-hander Jada Howard. That pitch high and away, and the count is 3-1 to Pauls. Again, with Amber Schatz on deck. Three and 1 to Pauls. Sluggers count for the sophomore. The pitch. That's taken for a strike, 3-2. Full count to Pauls. Ottumwa trying to get an early lead here in game 2. Runner at second, 1 down. The payoff. High ball 4. And now Ottumwa's got 2 on and 1 out for Amber Schatz. Should get a courtesy runner here for the catcher, Jordan Pauls. And that will be Delaney Stevens. PA announcer is not aware that Zoe Jones stole second. He just announced that she went to second on the walk. Amber Schatz stands in after grounding out 3 times in game 1. Got robbed of a base hit the last time. First and second, only 1 down for the Dogs' best hitter. First pitch. Liner up the middle, base hit. Around third is Jones on her way to the plate. The throw is cut off. Coming in to score, Zoe Jones. Stopping at second is Delaney Stevens, and Ottumwa's got an early 1-0 lead on the RBI single by Amber Schatz. Well, that'll help erase the sting of the game 1 setback. Here's Josie Lemons. Josie was 1 for 3 in game 1. Hit the ball hard 3 times. First pitch. Ground ball, diving stop by the shortstop. Throw to second for 1. The relay not in time. Lemons robbed of a base hit on the diving stop by Alicia Claude to her left. They get the runner at second. Schatz is retired 6-4. Lemons at first on the fielder's choice. Stevens to third, and it's a 2-out RBI opportunity for Sam Weeks. Weeks was 0 for 2 with a walk in game 1. Almost hit the ball hard a few times already in this first inning. First pitch. Outside ball 1, snap throw to third, and diving back in safely is Stevens. The scoreboard says 2-0. I wish it was 2-0. It's 1-0 with runners on the corners and 2 down. Would have been 2-0 if that ball had gotten past the diving Claude on the swing by Lemons. That pitch upstairs, and it's 2-0. Hitters count 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch on the way. Upstairs 3-0 with Chloe Bradley on deck. See if Weeks has the green light. 3-0. Jada Howard's pitch. In their first strike, Sam taking all the way 3-1. Left-handed batting first baseman digs back in. The 3-1 offering. High fly ball to right. Brown heading over towards the alley makes the catch. And the side is retired. Ottumwa gets 1 run on 2 hits. They leave 2. After half an inning, the Bulldogs won. The Scarlets are coming up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the first inning, Ottumwa's got an early 1-0 lead. Scoreboard still says 2-0. Reviewing my work here, I'm pretty sure Ottumwa only got 1 run home. I wish it was 2-0. I wish it was 5-0. I'd take all the runs we can get. Bulldogs left to deal with the top of the Scarlet order here, starting with Alicia Claude, then Kiana Jabu and Mo Purdy. Claude had a big game 1. 2 triples, a double, hit by a pitch, scored 2 runs, drove in a run. Circle in sunshine, the plate in shadow as Chloe Bradley rocks and fires her first pitch of the game. Low and away, ball 1. Bradley staked to an early 1-0 lead. It's already more runs than Ottumwa scored for her in her first start against East. That was a 5-0 loss where East got 4 of the runs late. Now the 1-0. That's off the plate, 2-0. Hitters count for the Scarlet shortstop. The 2-0 pitch from Bradley. That's a strike on the outside corner at the knees, 2-1. Bradley always deliberate between pitches. Now the 2-1. Liner into right field, base hit. Over to knock it down is Hauk, and she'll get it back in to hold Claude to a single. That brings up the center fielder, Kiana Jabu. Jabu was 0 for 4 in game 1, did reach on an error and score a run. Tall, lanky, left-handed batting center fielder. No batting gloves on her hands. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. Bradley gets the pitch call, steps to the rubber. Now Chloe's 1-0. Fly ball to center. And right there to make the catch is Zoe Jones for out number 1. Zoe ran hard 3 or 4 steps and came to a sudden stop, realized she was in exactly the right place. One down for Mo Purdy, who's the designated player in Game 2 after catching Game 1. She took a couple of foul balls off the body playing catcher in Game 1. Pretty sure she's happy to not be behind the plate here. 2 for 3 with a single and a double and an RBI in the opener for the Scarlets. 1 out, 1 on for East bottom of the first. Ottumwa with an early 1-0 lead. That pitch is inside for ball 1 to Mo Purdy. Wind has died down a little bit. That's a good sign. Flag's not blowing nearly as briskly. The pitch. A ball in the outside corner, 2-0. Throw down to first, not in time. Gets away a little bit, but no advance by Claude. 2-0 to Purdy. And now that the wind's died down, it's a nice evening. I mean, it is unseasonably cool, but that means about 70 degrees. And for the first full day of summer, I think people would take this. There's a chopper foul at the plate, and it went off the foot of Purdy. Boy, she has had a painful doubleheader already. Like we said, a couple of foul balls taken off the legs in Game 1, and now trying to walk off, hitting a foul ball off her leg in Game 2. And that one stung. Chatting with her head coach pretty much right in front of us as she tries to shake it off. A little bit of a limp, but she'll walk back, grab the bat, and get ready to swing again. There will be an ice bag or two, I think, in Mo Purdy's future tonight, but she'll tough her way through it. 2-1 the count as she digs back in. Chloe Bradley has the pitch and now brings it home. And a liner foul off to the left out of play. Count evens at 2-2. That time Purdy out in front and put a scare into her coach down at third base. Two balls, 2 strikes. The wind and the pitch. Off speed. Called strike 3. Froze her for out number 2. Bradley with the changeup for her first strikeout, and the batter is the catcher, Cora Canoop. Canoop in Game 1 was 1 for 3 with a double and a couple of RBI. Alicia Claude still at first after her leadoff single. That pitch lined to center. Jones coming on. She'll make the catch and retire the side. So East gets a leadoff hit but can't do anything with it. 1 left after an inning. Bulldogs ahead 1-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice, basically from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Top of the second inning. Ottumwa with an early 1-0 lead over Des Moines East. Amber Schatz an RBI single in the top of the first. Chloe Bradley pitched around a leadoff single in the bottom half. Ottumwa will have 7, 8, and 9 due up. Chloe Bradley, Maddie Houck, and Jocelyn Ware to face the slender right-hander Jada Howard. Finishing up, sending out our tweet about the first inning. And by the way, you can find us on Twitter at OTT Radio Sports. That's where all your Southeast Iowa Twitter sports updates will be found. Bradley stands in against Jada Howard. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Bradley's had a pretty good year at the plate. Chloe hitting .273 with a home run and 7 driven in. Home run was against Des Moines Hoover. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a foul back, 0-2. Well, maybe I spoke too soon about the wind. It just kicked up again. It had died down there in the bottom of the first inning. 0-2, the pitch on the way. Outside, 1-2. You don't normally see this many sweatshirts or even any sweatshirts at a ball game in June, but here we are. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got an off-speed pitch. It was in the dirt, but picked up by the catcher. Canupa throws down to first for out number 1. Maddie Houck, the right fielder, will stand in. Maddie in game 1 was 0 for 1 with a sacrifice after coming on defensively in the third inning. First pitch from Howard, down and in, ball 1. One out, nobody on for Ottumwa, leading 1-0 here in the top of the second. The next pitch from Howard, that misses high, 2-0. Hitters count for Houck, 2 balls, no strikes. And the next pitch. That's in there for a strike, 2-1. Number 9 hitter, Jocelyn Ware on deck. Houck trying to get on base and set something up with 1 out here in the second. The 2-1. Ground ball right side, but it's right at Maya Howard, who throws to first for out number 2. So here's Ware, who was 0 for 3 in game 1, did reach on an error.
Now bat number 32, Jocelyn Ware.
See if Ware can start a 2-out rally. Pitch is up high, ball 1. Still looking, by the way, for the latest update on Ottumwa baseball at East, just a few hundred feet away from us. That pitch upstairs, 2-0 to Ware. At last check in game 2, Ottumwa and East were tied at 2. But that was a little while ago. Haven't seen an update. Can't quite see the baseball field from where we're sitting. The 2-0. Fly ball to left center. It's going to hang up there for the center fielder, Jabu, who makes the catch to retire the side. Ottumwa goes in order in the top of the second. We go to the bottom half. Bulldogs still lead 1-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We all have a picture of the life we want to live, a desire to connect the work we do with a purpose. There is a way to get there, but the price of admission is money and the drive to succeed. Success takes skill. Skill takes training. Training takes work. If you're ready to live, learn, train, and connect, Job Corps is ready for you. Careers begin here.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Bottom of the second inning, Ottumwa nursing a 1-0 lead over Des Moines East. Scarlets will have their 5, 6, and 7 hitters up. Chloe Bradley struck out one in the bottom of the first inning, and now she'll face Caitlin Holmes McFadden, Maddie Inman, and Maya Howard. Holmes McFadden, the left fielder, was 0 for 3 in game one, did reach on an error and score a run. Again, Ottumwa dropped that contest 8-1. First pitch here from Bradley. Chopper foul off to the left, strike one. It's hard to tell how much effect it is having a shadow over home plate cast by the trees that are interspersed among the bleachers here. Ball is coming from the sunshine into the shade. As the 0-1 is outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one the count. As Bradley has her next sign. The pitch. Chopper to third. Well, it got through and then dropped by the shortstop Ware. It was just out of the reach of Josie Lemons. Ware got there but couldn't field it cleanly. That'll be an error. First of game two on Ottumwa. And that'll bring up Maddie Inman. Inman in game one was 0 for 2 with the sacrifice bunt. Will she be bunting here? Shows bunt. Bunted it foul back to the screen, strike one. And 1 the count to the bespectacled third baseman. Bespectacled, I should say. Bradley's next offering with the bunt shown is bunted to the circle. Chloe's got it. Throw to first in time. Aller covers first base. It is a sacrifice 1-4. Runner to second with 1 out, and the batter, Maya Howard, who played second base but didn't bat in game one. Howard at the plate, hitting .270 with 7 runs batted in. First pitch on the way. Outside, ball 1. Ottumwa a game behind East right now after dropping game 1 of the doubleheader. Bulldogs 8-3 in the Metro, East 9-2. The 1-0. There's a strike, and we're even at a ball and a strike. Wind still blowing briskly. Looks like it's left corner to right corner right now. East has done a lot of damage hitting the ball to the right side. 1-1 in the dirt. Runner headed to third. The throw to third. The catch, the tag, and out at third is Holmes McFadden for out number 2. Josie Lemons might have gotten spiked on the tag there. Kind of shaking her hand off a little bit. Mandy Moore comes out of the dugout a few steps to check on her, and I think Josie's saying she's okay, but now the umpire's walking out there and Mandy's going to take a look. Pitch was in the dirt, and I think Holmes McFadden thought it was going to get farther away. Took off for third, but Jordan Pauls picked it up, rifled a strike down to third base. Nice play by Pauls. Nice job by Josie Lemons there to just catch that throw and make sure there was no way Holmes McFadden could slide in safely, put the glove right in the path of the tag. Counts 2-1 to Howard, but now 2 out and nobody on. And that erases the error that started the inning. That pitch in there for a strike, and we're even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Over at baseball, Ottumwa's got a bit of work to do. The Bulldog baseball team trails East 3-2 after 5 innings. There's a ground ball to third. Lemons has this. Throw to first in time, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, an error, but nobody left after 2. Ottumwa still leading 1-0 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the third inning. Ottumwa still leading Des Moines East 1-0. Game 2 of our softball doubleheader tonight here on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Top of the order due up for the Bulldogs, Zoe Jones, Ella Aller, Jordan Pauls. Zoe led the game off with a bunt single, stole second, and scored on the RBI hit by Ember Schatz. Ottumwa 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error. East no runs on 1 hit and no errors through 2 innings. Wind kicks up again. First pitch to Zoe. Inside, ball 1. Jones digs back into the box. Jada Howard in the circle, spins the ball on her right hip. Now the pitch. Way high and outside, 2-0. Feels like the Ottumwa offense, they could get one big inning, put a crooked number on the board, might relax everybody at the plate. The 2-0 is grounded foul down the third base line, 2-1. Offense had a big day against an overmatched Roosevelt team last Wednesday. Struggled to score runs in splits against Lincoln and Urbandale, I should say. There's a fly ball down the line and right, over towards the line, and making the catch right on the line is Alexis Brown for out number 1. Ottumwa has been trying to follow that East strategy of hitting the ball to right field with the wind blowing in from left and blowing towards the right field corner. The one problem for Ottumwa to this point is that the fly balls to right haven't just that, they've been fly balls, haven't been line drives. A line drive twisting in the wind has proven to be a tough play for an outfielder out there, but East has hit most of them. Here's Ella Aller, grounder off towards the Ottumwa on deck circle, foul ball, strike 1. Oh, 0-1 to the Bulldogs' second baseman. Lined out to the second baseman, her counterpart Maya Howard, her first time up. It's a high chopper over the circle, fielded near the bag at second by Claude, the shortstop, and a throw to first in time for out number 2. Brings up Jordan Pauls, who walked her first time up. Paul stands in, 2 out, nobody on. First pitch from Howard. Inside, ball 1. Still 1-0 Ottumwa, 2 out, nobody on for the Dogs here in the top of the third. A few more shadows starting to creep out over the infield. The circle still in the sun. The pitch, outside corner strike, 1-1. Paul's trying to get something going with 2 out here. Now the 1-1 from Howard. Ground ball to third, fielded by Inman, throw to first in time. And the Bulldogs go in order in the third inning. We head for the bottom half, still 1-0 Ottumwa on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love.
Bottom of the third inning, still Ottumwa 1, Des Moines East nothing. Scarlets have the 8-9-1 hitters due up in their order. Jordy Slagle, Alexis Brown, and Alicia Claude. Chloe Brown, 2 scoreless innings. Chloe Bradley, 2 scoreless innings. Brown's coming up second in the inning, had that B name on the brain. One strikeout so far for Chloe, no walks. Allowed the leadoff hit to Claude and nothing since. Got a little defensive help from Jordan Pauls, who threw out Caitlin Holmes McFadden when she tried to go second to third on a ball in the dirt. That was last inning. So Slagle will stand in. In game 1, she was 1 for 2 with a single and a sacrifice fly to drive in a run. Right-handed batting first baseman digs in for the Scarlets. Bradley to the rubber. First pitch on the way. Outside, ball 1. Chloe looking to even the count here. The 1-0 pitch, liner into right field for a base hit. Hauk will hold Slagle to the leadoff single. Boy, just about every East hitter just trying to go the other way. So here is Alexis Brown, left-handed batting right fielder. Game 1, she was 1 for 3 with an RBI single and a run. Could be a bunt here from the number 9 hitter. Corner infielders creeping in. First pitch on the way, bunt shown, and it's in the dirt. Good stop by Jordan Pauls, 1-0. Bradley checks the pitch call again on the wristband. Now the 1-0. Bunted foul, trickles off to the right, strike 1. East has had the leadoff hitter on all 3 innings now. They had a leadoff single in the first, and the next 3 batters were retired. Had a hitter reach on an error to start the second inning. That was a runner eventually thrown out at third. And now Slagle singling the lead off this third inning. 1-1 to Brown. Bunt still on. Pulled the bat back, though, and took a pitch outside. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. The next pitch, bunted foul again into the batter's box, rolling behind Brown as she runs down the line. Count evens at 2-2. Probably removes the bunt from the equation. Looks like over at baseball, they're headed to the top of the 7th with Ottumwa still down to East 3-2. Bulldogs got a rally over there at the baseball field to avoid their first conference loss. Now the 2-2 pitch. Roller to first, and miscommunication between Aller and Weeks. And it goes into right field, throw to third, not in time. That ball was pretty much hit just to the right of Weeks. Aller coming over was expecting, I think Aller was maybe forgot there were 2 strikes and was expecting Weeks to be charging on a bunt. So Aller gets almost to the spot, starts to reach for it. Weeks sees her or senses her and pulls back, and at the same time Aller realizes that Weeks is there, and Aller pulls back because it should be Weeks' play. And in the end, neither of them make the play. So runners on the corners now back to the top of the order. Nobody out, and here's Alicia Claude, who has yet to be retired in this game. Runner goes, and Ottumwa will not throw down as Brown steals second. I think Brown gets a single on that because technically nobody for Ottumwa booted that ball, just neither fielder ended up trying to make a play on it. It's one of those situations where a lot of people think there should be a team error that can be credited when a play should be made and just isn't, but a ball isn't actually booted. But however you score it, it's now second and third, nobody out. And a liner in the right base hit, at least one will score. Houck is up with it. Around third is Brown, and actually holding as the throw came down the first baseline, cut off by Bradley. But as it came in, Claude went to second, so it's an RBI single. Takes second on the throw, and we're tied at 1. And the batter, Kiana Jabu, who flied to center her first time up. Amazing how different the game is when you don't make a play. Pitch popped up, and bobbling it, unable to catch it, is Aller. Safe at first is Jabu. Everybody else stays where they are, and the bases are loaded. A pop-up behind second. Ella got there kind of fighting the sun, and it went off her glove and then off her bare hand into the dirt. That'll be an error, and they're loaded for Mo Purdy, who struck out her first time up. This inning maybe should be over, or at least there should be 2 out. And here's Purdy, dangerous number 3 hitter. First pitch. Ground ball, diving stop at third by Lemons. She will flip to third base with Ware covering to get an out. A run does score, and it's 2-1 East. Josie, though, maybe saved a second run and did get the first out of the inning. Brown comes home to score. Claude is retired 5-6 at third base. Jabu at second. Purdy at first on the fielder's choice, give her an RBI. And the batter, Cora Canoop, who lined out to center her first time up. First pitch on the way here. In there for a strike, 0-1. Yeah, the inning should be over. And I maybe could argue that no run should have scored. If Ottumwa makes the play on that ground ball that went between Weeks and Aller, and you've got a runner at second, 1 out. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball rolled to third, picked up by Lemon, steps on third, throws to first. Double play! Nice stretch on the catch by Sam Weeks at first. Josie Lemons turns a 5-3 twin killing, and Ottumwa gets out of the inning with no more damage. 2 runs do score. On 3 hits, there was an error, and 1 left on base. We go to the 4th inning. Ottumwa now down 2-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate.
Top of the 4th inning, Ottumwa trailing for the first time in Game 2. They're down 2-1. Couple of defensive mistakes allowed 2 runs to score, but the Bulldogs did get a couple of nice defensive plays from Josie Lemons to get out of that 3rd inning with no further damage. Lemons will come up second here in the 4th inning after Amber shots, and then Josie will be followed by Sam Weeks. Schatz drove in the Ottumwa run with an RBI single her first time up. First pitch, a big swing and a miss, strike one. Oh, 0-1 to the Bulldog designated player here in game two. Jada Howard has her sign and the pitch. Liner up the middle, base hit. Amber's 2 for 2. So Ottumwa's got the leadoff hitter on for the second time in this game. They got a run out of it the first time back in the first inning. Here's Josie Lemons, who bounced into a fielder's choice her first time up. First pitch on the way. Downstairs, ball one. I don't know how the baseball game is going across the way, but I could see a lot of Ottumwa fans cheering, which tells me maybe they're rallying in the seventh inning. Pitch downstairs, and it's 2-0 to Josie Lemons. The 2-0 offering. High and away, 3-0. Lemons way ahead in the count now, 3 balls, no strikes. Sam Weeks on deck. The 3-0. Lemons taking all the way, thought it was ball 4, but it's called strike 1. Still a slugger's count for Lemons, 3 balls and a strike. Howard winds and delivers. Ground ball to third, fielded by Inman. They'll throw to second for 1, and the relay to first not nearly in time. Schatz retired 5-4 for the first out. Lemons now the runner at first on the fielder's choice, and the batter Sam Weeks, who flew out to right her first time up. Ottumwa down 2-1, 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the fourth. First pitch on the way, righty to lefty. And a high drive to center field, track, wall, off the wall. And Jabu gets it back in quickly. The throw nearly got away, backed up in the middle of the infield, but it's a long single for Weeks. Over to third goes Lemons. And there's runners on the corners for Chloe Bradley with a chance to help her own cause. Boy, that ball did not miss a home run by much. Bradley struck out her first time up. Chance to drive in the tying run here. Runners on the corners and 1 down. First pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1 the count. Howard's next offering. Swing and a miss. Chased a high one, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Bradley got to protect the plate now. Just got to put the ball in play, try to get that tying run home from third. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 2 down. Now it's up to Maddie Hauk, who grounded to second her first time up. Runners on the corners. Let's see if Ottumwa puts Weeks in motion here, trying to draw a throw and maybe give Lemons a chance to come home. Try to steal the tying run that way. Howard winds and delivers, and Hauk takes a pitch outside, ball 1. Schatz single to lead off the inning. Lemons hit into a fielder's choice. Weeks single to put runners at the corners. Bradley struck out. Now the pitch to Hauk. Chop foul at the plate, and the count evens at a ball and a strike. One and 1 to Maddie Hauk. Howard spinning the ball on her hip. Now the pitch. Ground ball slowly, third baseline foul. And the count is 1-2. Lemons at third, Weeks at first, 2 out. Ottumwa down 2-1, top 4. One and 2 to Houck, trying to get that tying run home from third. Pitch on the way. Way high, 2-2. Houck has worked the count back even. Looking for something she can hit a line drive with, trying to find some green in the outfield. 2-2. Pitch on the way. High, 3-2. Jocelyn Ware on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Houck. Jada Howard went to the rosin bag, now returns to the rubber. Houck ready. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a foul back, will do it again. Maddie just did get a piece to stay alive. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bulldog right fielder trying to tie this game up. Lemons ready to run at third. Weeks will be off with the pitch at first. Another 3-2 pitch. Popped up, foul back to the screen. Boy, that ball kind of hung in the air a moment, but the catcher, Knoop, did not react. And Houck will get another shot at it, 3-2. Good battle here between Jada Howard and Maddie Houck. Still 3-2, another payoff. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Howard gets out of the jam with back-to-back strikeouts. No runs, 2 hits, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Ottumwa down 2-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the 4th inning. East 2, Ottumwa 1 is Chloe Bradley back out there. Gave up 2 runs. I think they were technically both earned runs in the bottom of that 3rd inning, but they weren't all her fault. The leadoff single by Slagle was clean. Then the miscommunication on the ground ball that allowed Brown to get a hit and put runners at the corners. If Ottumwa makes that play, it's 1-out runner at second. Then Alicia Claude had a single that scored a run. I think it would have put runners at the corners. Then you had the error on the pop-up that loaded the bases, and then a fielder's choice grounder for a second RBI. I think if Ottumwa makes both those plays, the grounder that you had the miscommunication and then the pop-up that was dropped, I don't think East would have scored in the bottom of the 3rd inning. But Ottumwa's got to battle back. First pitch is outside to Caitlin Holmes-McFadden for ball 1. Holmes-McFadden reached on an error, but then was thrown out trying to go second and third on a pitch in the dirt. That was back in the 2nd inning. She bats here in the bottom of the 4th and hits a chopper to third, right to Josie Lemons. Throw to first in time. Sam Weeks having to shield her eyes from the sun, but makes the catch for out number 1. Maddie Inman, the batter, a sacrifice bunt her first time up. Bradley to the rubber. The right-hander's pitch, off speed, missed low, ball one. Wind, it's not as brisk as game one, but it's still pretty windy, blowing in from left. The 1-0. That's outside 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. The pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 2-1. Okay, I'm not 100% sure, but I heard another cheer come up from the baseball diamond, and I think somebody hit another home run. And based on where the fans are cheering from, I think that's an Ottumwa bomb. That looks like good news. Here at softball, a pop-up behind second. Who wants it? And unable to catch it sliding is Jocelyn Ware. Ella Aller picked it up through to first. They nearly got the runner rounding the bag too far. Boy, that pop-up just twisting in that wind, and that's going to be a bloop single for Inman. Although she nearly got herself thrown out trying to get back to the bag. Good instinctive play by Ella Aller. But 1 on, 1 out for the second baseman, Maya Howard, who grounded to third her first time up. First pitch. Outside ball one, snap throw down to first, not in time. One ball, no strikes. Bradley has been behind all three hitters in this inning, although that part really hasn't hurt her yet. That pitch inside, 2-0. She was 1-0 on Holmes McFadden, got a ground ball to third. She was 2-0 on Inman, got a pop-up, but the wind blew it away from Jocelyn Ware, and Ottumwa was unable to make that play. Two-0 count here to Howard in the pitch. Downstairs, 3-0. Maya Howard, the second baseman. Way ahead of Bradley here, 3-0. The pitch. Inside ball four, a 4-pitch walk, and all of a sudden in an inning where East hasn't hit the ball hard at all, they've got 2 on and 1 out. Jordy Slagle, the batter, singled her first time up. See if Bradley can get some more weak contact here. The pitch. Down low, ball one. That's 5 straight out of the zone. Chloe taking an extra moment behind the pitching rubber, now returns to the center of the circle. Her 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. Count evens at 1-1. Wind picks up again. Inman at second, Howard at first, the 1-1. Fouled back to the screen, 1-2. Chloe could use a strikeout here. She has 1 so far in the game. Two on, 1 out. This would be a good time for K number 2. Right-hander winds and delivers. Just off the plate outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Don't want to go 3-2 here. Want to make it happen on 2-2. Pitch on the way. Fouled back. We'll do it again. Wondered in the back of my mind here. She got that strikeout on an off-speed pitch, a changeup to Purdy in the first inning. Is that under consideration here with 2 balls and 2 strikes? to Jordy Slagle. Alexis Brown on deck. Chloe's got her pitch call. Here's the 2-2. There's the off speed, but it's in the dirt. 3-2. Well, that was a call, but couldn't quite keep it above the knees. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Important pitch here. Don't want to load the bases with 1 out. And don't want to throw a meatball for Slagle either. The 3-2. High and away, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. And they're loaded for Brown. Brown had the grounder to the right side. They went right between Aller and Weeks, who were standing within half a foot of each other. Both started to reach for the ball. Both saw the other and pulled away. Infield is in for Ottumwa, trailing 2-1. Bases loaded and 1 out for East here in the bottom of the 4th. Ground ball to an infielder. You're coming home with it. Brown too fast to really consider doubling up. First pitch. Fouled back, 0-1. No balls in a strike. Just past 8 o'clock in the evening on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM, KBIZ Ottumwa. Bulldogs softball down 2-1 and in a jam. Bases loaded, 1 out for East. The pitch, line foul off to the right out of play, and it's 0-2. Again, a strikeout would be big for Chloe Bradley.
Go, kid.
0-2 to the left-handed batting right fielder Alexis Brown.
Come on, Em. Come on out.
Pitch on the way. Low and away. It got away a little bit from Jordan Pauls, but no advance from Inman at third. 1-2 to Brown. One ball, 2 strikes.
Battle here.
Bradley rocks and fires. Fouled back again. Had her way out in front. Still 1-2. All right, here's the update. We said we heard some cheering and thought the Bulldog baseball team was doing some good things. Ottumwa scored 7 runs in the top of the 7th inning for the second straight game. This time it pulls them from a 3-2 deficit to a 9-3 advantage. The big blow, a 3-run home run from Tanner Shark. How about that for the sophomore? All right, back here to the junior, Chloe Bradley. The 1-2 to Brown. In the dirt. Good stop by Pauls. Count evens at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bradley's pitch. Liner into center, base hit. 1 run is in, around third, and stopping is Howard as Zoe Jones gets it back in quickly. RBI single, Alexis Brown. East leads 3-1. Inman comes home. Howard stops at third. Slagle to second. And now back to the top of the order, Alicia Claude, who's singled twice and has driven in a run. Claude is 5 for 5 and has been hit by a pitch in this doubleheader, has not been retired yet. First pitch on the way. Way high, ball 1. Claude stands back in, ahead in the count, 1-0. The Scarlet at every base, infield still in for Ottumwa, now trailing 3-1. The 1-0. Checked her swing, and the umpire said she went around. Count evens at a ball and a strike.
Back, kid.
This inning started innocently enough with a ground ball to third and then a pop-up, but the wind blew it into a single. Then back-to-back walks and then an RBI single by Alexis Brown. And And he's threatening a big inning here. 1 home, 3 on, 1 out. Their hottest hitter, Alicia Claude, at the plate. Bradley's 1-1 pitch. Fly ball to center, not very deep. Zoe Jones is under it. She'll make the catch. Runner tags. Here's a throw to the plate. It is not in time. And it's 4-1 on the sacrifice fly. So Howard scores. Slagle stayed at second. Brown stayed at first. And the batter, Kiana Jabu, who was flied out and reached on an error. First pitch on the way from Bradley. In the dirt. Pauls can't find it. It was behind the umpire, and both runners advance. It goes in the book as a wild pitch, but that ball didn't get very far away. Counts 1-0 to Jabu, who now has 2 in scoring position. East has scored 2 runs in the third, 2 so far here in the fourth. Second and third. And that pitch misses outside. 2-0. There are 2 out. The scoreboard only says 1, but there are 2 away. The inning started with the ground out. That feels like 2 days ago. Bradley's 2-0 to Jabu. Fouled back over the screen. And the count goes to 2-1. We'll wait a moment here as our home plate umpire heads over to the east dugout to get a couple of fresh softballs. 2 balls and a strike to the left-handed hitting center fielder, Kiana Jabu. Bradley brings it home, and it's off the plate outside 3-1. Snap throw down to third, not in time. Three and 1 to Jabu with Mo Purdy on deck. Bradley just trying to keep her team in the game now. Here's the 3-1 pitch. A little bit high, apparently, ball 4. Yeah, that looked like it was at the letters to me. Third walk of the inning, reloads the bases, and here's Purdy, who was struck out and had a fielder's choice grounder. Pivotal moment here. Ottumwa down 4-1. It's not out of reach by any stretch, but Ottumwa's got to get out of this. Breaking ball, off speed, drops low, ball 1. Want to know the count to the number 3 hitter in the Scarlet order. That pitch up and away, 2-0. No place to put her. Slagle's at third, Brown's at second, Jabu's at first. Chloe with the 2-0 pitch. And a high fly to left should be playable for Ann Guest. Over to her left, coming in, makes the catch, and that retires a side. East gets 2 runs on 2 hits. They leave 3. We go to the 5th inning. Bulldogs down 4-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me lead though.
Top of the fifth inning, Bulldog offense got to get going again. They trailed Des Moines East now 4-1. Ottumwa got a run in the first inning. Were set down in order in the second and third, had 2 on, 1 out in the fourth, and could not plate another run. They also had 2 on and 2 out after they scored a run in the first and couldn't add to it. Jada Howard still in the circle for the Scarlets. She'll face the 9 1 and 2 hitters in the Bulldog order: Jocelyn Ware, Zoe Jones, Ella Aller. It's a final over on the baseball diamond here at Des Moines East. Ottumwa, with a 7-run rally in the top of the seventh, beats the Scarlets 9-4. Bulldogs sweep East for the second time this season, and Ottumwa now 12-0 in conference play and 20-5 on the season in baseball. Important milestone for head coach John Yeager over there. We'll get to in a moment. First pitch to Jocelyn Ware is a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Ware 0 for 1 with a fly ball to center. So John Yeager, in every full season he has coached the Ottumwa baseball team, he's had at least 20 wins. As a liner, but caught by the shortstop, Claude, for out number 1. Jocelyn Ware lines out to her opposite number. Feels like the times we've hit the ball hard tonight, about half those times we've hit into luck like that. 1 down for Zoe Jones, 1 for 2 with a bunt single, a stolen base, and a run scored. First pitch here to Jones, and there's a liner in the center field base hit. So Zoe 2 for 3 in game 2. So Ottumwa's hit the ball hard twice in this inning. They've got 1 hit to show for it. And now you're getting into the heavy hitters. Aller, Paul's shots, hopefully all coming to the plate in this frame. Ella is 0 for 2. She's hit the ball hard twice, a liner to second and a grounder to short. Ottumwa just trying to go back up the middle with things right now. First pitch. And there's a little flare out to second off the handle and bobbled but caught by Maya Howard for out number 2. That brings up Jordan Pauls, who was walked and grounded to third, 0 for 1. Runner at first and 2 down for Ottumwa, trailing 4-1 here in the top of the fifth. And a liner, but foul down the right field line, strike 1. Jordan digs back in. Jones with a lot of speed over there at first. And the pitch is high. Snap throw down to first, but Jones dives back in safely. Count even at a ball and a strike. 1-1 to the Bulldog catcher. The next offering. There's a liner to right. That's down for a base hit. Zoe was running with a pitch. She's around second on her way to third. And Ottumwa's got runners on the corners with 2 down for Amber Schatz, who's 2 for 2. Schatz does represent the tying run. Although again, with that wind howling in from left, a home run pulled to left is a tall task tonight. Hit a ball hard in the air to right, though, and the wind might push it towards the corner a bit. We'll see. Runners on the corners and 2 down. The pitch. Popped up left side behind the bag at third, foul territory, long run. The shortstop, Claude, makes the catch in foul territory, and Ottumwa is turned away. No runs, 2 hits, and 2 more left on base. They've left 6 through 5 innings. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Ottumwa down 4-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We know now more than ever how important high-speed fiber internet is to our customers, ranging from at-home work, at-home schooling, and all of your online gaming and streaming requests. We have you covered, but don't wait. Our springtime queue is filling up fast, and I want to help you get your name on that list. Call me, Samantha, your local Lisco sales rep at 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit our website at www.lisco.com.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang chose me.
Bottom of the fifth inning. Again, Ottumwa trailing East 4-1. Looking around, it is just hard to believe that it's the first full day of summer. I'm seeing so many sweatshirts, blankets, people bundling up to watch a softball game on June 21st. This is temporary. We'll be back in the upper 80s by the middle of the week. When we go to Hoover on Wednesday, it'll be nice and warm, but a lot cooler today. Chloe Bradley goes to work on Cora Knoop, and the pitch is low and away, ball one. Knoop is lined to center and grounded into a double play, 0 for 2. Bulldogs down 4-1. Ottumwa in danger of being swept here at East. That would knock them 2 games out of first place. That pitch in there for a strike, and the count even at 1-1. Now we have shadow over the pitcher's circle, but a few streaks of sun right in front of home plate. And I don't know if that affects the batter's vision at all, but I had a little trouble picking up that last pitch from Chloe just sitting off here to the side. Here's the 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1. The lights are on here at East, but haven't taken any effect yet. Still some streaks of sun on the field and a lot of light in the sky. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball left side through the whole base hit. Guest will get it back in quickly and hold Knoop to a leadoff single. That's the 7th hit of the game for the Scarlets, and the batter is Caitlin Holmes McFadden, who has reached on an error and grounded to third, 0 for 2. East won game 1, 8-1. The better news so far today came from the East baseball diamond, where Ottumwa swept its doubleheader 12-0 and 9-4. Still some time for the Bulldog softball team, though, to write a better finish. First pitch from Bradley here. In there for a strike to Holmes McFadden, 0-1. The Scarlet left fielder digs back in. Chloe's 0-1. Ground ball to third. They'll go to second for one. Oh, it's dropped. Aller couldn't hang on to the throw, and everybody's safe. Holmes McFadden safe at first on the fielder's choice. Knoop safe at second on the error by Ella Aller. And that'll bring up Maddie Inman, who is 1 for 1 with a sac bunt and a single. Ottumwa at times has been its own worst enemy in this doubleheader. Again, by and large, this is a young Ottumwa team. As that pitch is bunted. Pitch was bunted into the dirt, came right back up and hit Inman's bat before she got out of the batter's box. So that's a foul ball, strike one. It ended up rolling foul anyway. Talked about the youth of the team. Jordan Pauls, a sophomore behind the plate. Sam Weeks, an 8th grader at first. Ella Aller, a sophomore at second. Jocelyn Ware at short. Now the 0-1. Pitch downstairs. And the count even at a ball and a strike. Only 3 seniors on this team. Zoe Jones, Ann Guest, and Josie Lemons. Your number 1 starter, Ashlyn Sheets, is a sophomore. This year, a bit of a learning and growing experience for Ottumwa softball. That pitch bunted in front of the plate, picked up by Lemons, throw down to first in time for the out. Runners advanced to second and third on the sacrifice, scored 5-4. Second time that Inman has laid down a sac bunt. And the batter, Maya Howard, who is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run.
Come on, kid, battle.
Bradley brings it home, and it's outside, ball one.
Be better. Come on now.
Ottumwa down 4-1. East threatening to add to it. Second and third, only one out here in the bottom of the fifth. There should be two out. That pitch up high, 2-0. Had a single to start the inning, then a ground ball to third. The throw to second was dropped for an error. Then a sacrifice bunt to put runners at second and third with only one away. Bradley's 2-0 to Maya Howard is lined up the middle into center base hit. One run is in. They will hold the other runner at third as Holmes McFadden comes to a stop. Knoop scores. It's an unearned run. She should have been out at second earlier in the inning. RBI single on Maya Howard, and it is 5-1. Jordy Slagle, the batter, a single and a walk, a run scored in this game. Runners on the corners and still only one away. The pitch. Runner goes, pitch up high, throw down to second, and the tag is in time and caught stealing is Maya Howard. Jordan Paul's guns are down. Jocelyn Ware lays the tag, 2-6. The caught stealing, and there's two away. Count is 1-0 to Slagle, but now with two out and a runner on third. Bradley brings it home 1-0, and there's a liner down the line and right, twisting and landing foul, just foul. Count evens at 1-1. One ball, one strike to the number 8 hitter, Jordy Slagle. Bradley brings it home again, and it's pop foul off to the right out of play. Count goes to 1-2. Ottumwa down 5-1. Bradley a chance to get out of it, with just the one unearned run scoring. The 1-2. Bounced in there, good stop by Jordan Pauls, 2-2. Two and two. Bradley ready. The pitch. Called, strike three in the outside corner, and that'll do it for the fifth inning. The Scarlets get an unearned run on two hits, one error, and they leave one on base. We go to the sixth inning. Bulldogs down 5-1 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the sixth inning. Getting late for Ottumwa again here in game 2, trailing East 5-1. Ottumwa led this game 1-0 after the first. Took that one-run lead into the third inning, but the Scarlets scored 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth. And now the Ottumwa offense only has 2 innings left to try to rally. We were in this same position, well, nearly the same position. We were down 5-0 going to the 6th inning of game 1. We got a run, made it 5-1, but then East added 3 more and won that game 8-1. Here, Josie Lemons takes a ball 1-0. Josie has twice bounced into a fielder's choice, 0 for 2 here in game 2. Sam Weeks and Chloe Bradley to follow. The 1-0. Ground ball sharply to third, fielded cleanly by Inman, throw to first in time, out number 1. Josie hit it hard, but right at her counterpart at third base. Sam Weeks, the batter, 1 for 2 with a single. Left-handed batting first baseman digs in. Kind of manicures the dirt in that left-handed batter's box. First pitch on the way. Outside, ball 1. Ottumwa had a run on 2 hits in the first, 2 hits but no runs in the fourth, 2 hits but no runs in the fifth. So Bulldogs have had some opportunities to add to their lead. They have 3 different times have left 2 on base. That pitch outside to Weeks, 2-0. Ottumwa has twice as many hits in this game as they had in game 1, but still only 1 run to show for it. Now the 2-0 to Weeks. High drive to right, track, wall, gone! Solo home run, Sam Weeks. And that'll help. Ottumwa's within 3 at 5-2. Second home run of the season for Weeks. Give her RBI number 9. And the rest of her team greets her at home plate. So the Bulldogs are within 3. And Maya Lemons will pinch hit now for Chloe Bradley. Maya was a designated player in game 1 and went 1 for 3 with an RBI. Now, Chloe Bradley presumably will re-enter the game to pitch in the bottom of the 6th inning. But for now, Lemons will take the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on, a run home. On the home run by Sam Weeks. And she continues to impress in her return to the lineup after a 2-week absence. Maya with a big swing and a miss was out in front, strike 1. Oh, 0-1 to the Bulldog pinch hitter. Howard shook off. Asino has what she wants, and there is a chopper foul off to the left, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Maya Lemons. Maddie Hauk on deck. Bulldogs within 3 again at 5-2. The pitch, swinging a foul back. And we'll do it again, no balls, 2 strikes. Lemons trying to keep the momentum going after the Weeks home run. Another 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 for out number 2. Strikeout number 4 for Jada Howard, and the batter, Maddie Hauk, who's 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. First pitch on the way. And a grounder down the third base line going foul for strike 1. 0-1 to Houck. 2 out, nobody on. A run home here in the 6th inning on the Weeks homer. Ottumwa down 5-2. The 0-1. Ground ball sharply just foul down the third base line. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to Houck. Ware on deck if the inning continues. Bulldogs down 5-2. The 0-2 pitch. Bounced in there, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Matty gets back into the box. Howard toes the rubber. And the 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2. Someone trying to rally back. They were down 5-1 entering this half inning. The home run by Weeks made it 5-2. 2 out, nobody on. Houck trying to get on and get something going again. The 2-2 pitch. High fly ball to center, but it's right at Jabu. Makes the catch, and the inning is over. 1 run, 1 hit. The home run by Weeks. Nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Ottumwa trailing 5-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Ottumwa back within 3. It's 5-2 Des Moines East with the lead. 9-1-2 due up for the Scarlets here in their half of the 6th. Alexis Brown, Alicia Claude, Kiana Jabu. Chloe Bradley is indeed reinserted to pitch after being pinch hit for in the top of the 6th inning. Brown is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, an RBI, a stolen base, and a run. Left-handed batter waggling the bat in front of the plate, now pulls it back and runs up and slaps it high in the air to left. Calling for it is Ann Guest, and she'll make the catch for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out, and here is Alicia Claude, who was finally retired for the first time all-nighter last time up, but it was a sacrifice fly that drove in a run, so it didn't count as an at-bat, and she is still officially 5 for 5 in the doubleheader. Bulldogs down 5-2, 1 out, nobody on for East, and the pitch misses outside, 1-0. East has had the leadoff hitter on now in 4 of the 6 innings, but not this one. The 1-0 pitch to Claude is driven deep but foul off to the left. And that hit their new concession stand and restroom area they've built over there. Count evens at a ball and a strike. In that COVID-shortened season last year, we did not come here to East. Kind of weird to not come here over a summer. Here's the 1-1. And a high fly to center. Should be playable for Zoe Jones. Makes the catch, 2 down. 2 out, nobody on for Kiana Jabu, who is 0 for 2 with a walk, has also reached on an error. There were a few places we missed going to last year. As the first pitch here to Jabu is bounced in there, ball 1. We didn't come here to East for baseball or softball. We didn't go to Hoover. We did go to Roosevelt. We did go to North. I don't believe we went to Lincoln. I think we got 3 of the 5 conference doubleheaders at home. Each team only played 1 doubleheader against each conference foe last year instead of 2. The 1-0 pitch to Jabu. Outside, 2-0. 2 out, nobody on for the Scarlets. Bottom of the 6th inning. Ottumwa trailing 5-2. Bulldogs trying to make sure they only have to score 3 to come back in the 7th. The 2-0. Popped foul back to the left out of play. 2-1.
Now go, kid. Now go.
Seems like the wind has now finally died down, hopefully for good. Howling out of the northwest for most of the doubleheader. The 2-1, pop foul back out of play again, 2-2. Looking ahead to the top of the 7th, Jocelyn Ware lead it off, Zoe Jones, Ella Aller to follow if anybody gets on Jordan Paul's amber shots. So Ottumwa will have a chance with its best hitters coming up in that top of the 7th inning. First, though, the 2-2 pitch. Off-speed sailed high, 3-2. Mo Purdy on deck for East if the inning continues. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch. Ground ball past the circle, charged by the shortstop Ware, bobbles it and cannot make the play. And the inning will continue for Purdy. Another Ottumwa error, the 4th of this game. The 8th of the doubleheader. Runner on first and 2 down. Mo Purdy kind of pulling up the sleeve of the back shoulder, the right shoulder there to make that uniform a little more comfortable. First pitch to her is driven to right center field. That's trouble. That's off the fence. Zoe gets it back in quickly. They will wave the runner around third. The throw got away and a run scores. It's 6-2. Almost looked like Jabu ran through a stop sign there. I don't think you can give Purdy an RBI. That throw was back in quickly, but it wasn't anywhere near anybody. So an unearned run because Jabu was on because of the error to begin with, and then a throwing error brings her home. 6-2, runner on second. Cora Canoop, the batter, 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch, a strike, 0-1. Second straight inning, the Scarlets have plated an unearned run. Take away the unearned runs and the other runs that kind of scored because of miscues that didn't count as errors. As that pitch goes back to the screen, a wild pitch, runner down to third. Count even at a ball and a strike. You take away the 2 unearned runs, and I said earlier the 2 runs in the 3rd inning might not have scored if Ottumwa hadn't made or had a miscommunication and then made an error. This game might only be 2-1. We're actually tied at 2, I'm sorry. Instead, East has a 4-run lead. High fly to left, should be playable. Who wants it? The center fielder, Zoe Jones, in the alley makes the catch, and the side is retired. But the Scarlets had an unearned run, 1 hit, 2 errors, and they leave 1. We go to the top of the 7th. Ottumwa needs 4 to tie. They're down 6-2 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate.
Top of the 7th inning, last chance for the Bulldogs. Trailing Des Moines East 6-2. Bulldogs will have 9, 1, and 2 due up in the order. Jocelyn Ware, Zoe Jones, Ella Aller. If Ottumwa does not rally, the Bulldogs will fall to 11-11 on the season. They'd be 8-4 in the Metro, 2 games behind East, with a trip to Hoover coming up on Wednesday. They'll go to Hoover on Wednesday, whether they win or lose this game. Ware is flied to center and lined to short. She's hit the ball hard twice with nothing to show for it. First pitch from Jada Howard is grounded to third, foul, strike 1. 0-1 to the Bulldogs shortstop. Ottumwa got a run in the first, but East 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth. Ottumwa did get a run in the top of the sixth on the Sam Weeks solo homer. Now the 0-1 to Ware. Down and in, ball 1. Count evens at a ball and a strike. Howard winds, and her 1-1 offering to Jocelyn is hit high in the air to left. That's pretty deep. That is off the base of the fence. Ware racing for second. Throw is wide of the bag, and Jocelyn has a leadoff double. Over the head of Holmes McFadden in left field. So top of the order, Zoe Jones, who's 2 for 3, a couple of singles and a run scored. No bunting here unless you're bunting for a hit. Ottumwa down 4 in the top of the 7th. Only 3 outs left to give. Can't afford to give any away. But Zoe can bunt her way on. She did it in the first inning. First pitch, bunts it, but a little too hard. I think back to the circle. The throw to first is just in time for the out. As down to third goes Ware. That goes in the book as a sacrifice, 1-4, but I can't imagine that was the intent was a sacrifice. I think Zoe was bunting for a hit. Here's Ella Aller, who's hit the ball hard twice in 3 at-bats, but is 0 for 3. Runner at third, 1 down. Ottumwa down 4. First pitch. There's a little flare out to the shortstop, Claude, who makes the catch, and there's quickly 2 down. Aller got jammed again. And the Bulldogs down to their final out. Jordan Paul's the batter, 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. Ottumwa down to its final out. Runner at third, 2 down, the pitch. Inside corner strike, 0-1. Ottumwa's got to get Josie Lemons to the plate to be the tying run. That means Pauls and Amber Schatz, who's on deck, have to reach in front of her. The 0-1. Checked her swing, pitch came in high, 1-1 the count. Jada Howard taking a little too much time, and Jordan calls time at the plate and steps out. Now we're ready to go, I think, as Howard manicures the dirt in front of the rubber. Now the 1-1. Ground ball, third base side, it's a fair ball. Throw to first. Not out is the call. You got to be kidding me. Jordan Pauls was on the bag and actually made contact with the first baseman, who had to lean back to catch that. Pauls was already on the bag when she caught it, and the umpire called her out. Horrible. And that's how the game ends. That's a rotten call. What a way to end it. So East wins at 6-2. I'm not saying Ottumwa would have come all the way back if not for that call, but man, you'd like the final out to at least be legitimate, and there's no way that she was out on that play. I'm sorry. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and get you the totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Cole Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time tonight to Des Moines East, where your Ottumwa softball team is swept at the hands of their rivals, the Scarlets, 8-1 in Game 1 and then 6-2 the Game 2 final. The totals in Game 2 for East, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors, 7 left on base. Jada Howard, the winner, now 12-2. For Ottumwa, 2 runs, 8 hits, 5 errors, 7 left on base. Chloe Bradley, the loss, 3-7 in a ball game that took 1 hour and 40 minutes to complete. Ottumwa falls to 11-11, 8-4 in the Metro Conference. East improves to 19-10. They are now 10-2 in Metro Conference play and lead Ottumwa by 2 games. Our next broadcast of Ottumwa High Athletics is Wednesday night. Ottumwa baseball on the road at Des Moines Hoover. First pitch at 5 o'clock, pregame right around 4:45 on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. I want to thank all our sponsors one more time: Community First Credit Union, Petrito Orthodontics, Reflection Studio, Schroeder Graphics and Sign, Champion Bowl, Citizens Mutual, Mike's Pizza, Meridian Credit Union, Ottumwa Job Corps Center, Slayton Polaris, Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, Lisco, Cole Palace Cafe and Books, Blackhawk Auto Body, and Lee's Photography. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach Mandy Moore for helping us prepare for tonight's broadcast, and a big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Softball on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on our live video stream at ottumwaradio.com. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you Wednesday night when the Bulldog baseball team plays at Des Moines Hoover. Until then, good night, everybody.
Hi, I'm Mark Freimweyer, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and special at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.